Okay, people. So a new Gerard Butler film has dropped. It is called Kandahar, right? It is directed by Ric Roman Waugh, written by Mitchell LaFortune. The film is edited by Gerard Butler, Brendan Bowyer, uh, Basil Iwank, Ali Jafar, Scott Lasatiti, Erica Lee, Christine McCurry, Alan Siegel. It is co-produced by Stuart Sutherland, Zinab Abbaslam, Anthony Hall, and Abdullah Jamjoom. It is executive produced by Sam Barnett, Joseph Newton Cohen, Billy Dietrich, Andrea Dimpty, Will Flynn, Jonathan Furman, David Haring, Rosanna Kigayan, Harrison Cordastini, James Mascalio, Tom Altenberg, Danielle Robinson, Jamal Sanan, Matthew Sidari, Peter Smith, and Roman Varius de Lesquino. Music was handled by David Buckley. Cinematography is from McGregor. Colby Parker Jr. edited the piece. Miranda Davidson and Daniel Hubbard were on casting. Vincent Renaud was on production design. Art decoration is Anis Balwari, Abe El Habashi, Wazim Man, Vestal Mystery, Anub Shaya, Ketan Waka, and Christian Zolankumpf. Set decoration Anis Balawari, Razana Silwai, and Jamal Udi. Costume design is Kimberly Adams Galligan. Our cast. Well, you know that Gerard Butler is up in it. He's playing Tom Harris. Oliver Alberum is played by Tom Reese Harris. We have got Fazad Azadi, played by Bahadur Faladi. Prashant is played by Fahad Bagheri. Mark Lowe is played by Mark Arnold. Luna Kuijay is played by Nina Toussaint-White. Corinne Harris, Tom's wife, played by Rebecca Calder. His daughter Ida Harris is played by Olivia-Mai Barrett. Mo, the other translator, is played by Navid Negahban. Roman Chalmers is played by Travis Fimmel. Bashir Handani is played by Valassi Kulkani. Razul is played by Hakim Joma. Khalil Nazar is played by Ali Fazal. Sergei Abaja is played by Ravi Oja. Nahal Husani is played by Naja Khan. Yeah, I think that's probably. Oh, actually. Uh, where is the reporter? Because yeah, she probably should mention her because she does have. I mean, she is a big part of it. I'm not sure that Sheena Azadi is played by Elnaz Nuzi. Um, mm, mm, mm. Okay. Oh yeah, no, the reporter was Luna Kalaju. Okay, we are done. There's a lot of other names I cannot pronounce and will butcher, but the storyline supposedly is this: CIA operative Tom Harris failed his mission and his identity was exposed. Now the agent has to escape from Afghanistan. He is pursued by the best mercenaries in the world and elite special forces of the enemy. Getting to Kandahar is the only chance for salvation. Here, either Allied helicopters or a bullet with his name will be waiting for the hero. Yeah, that is not true. It's not true. We open up with him doing his mission, right? We have him doing his mission, and we also have a reporter with classified information on CIA operatives, right? So that's how we open. Now he then is asked to do another mission. But before he can even start that mission, the cover is exposed. So there was no failed mission, right? And so a interpreter has entered the country who is wanted by the Taliban. He's trying to find his sister's what his sister's wife, his sister's sister, his what his sister's his wife's sister. She's gone missing. That's why he's another part of why he's there. So he took a job, right? He took a job and he is, linked up with Tom, but that mission is cancelled. Now, the only way they can get out is from an MI6 plane leaving from Kandahar. So that's actually the film. And to be honest with you, people, it felt a little bit like so there was a Gerard Butler film called Plane, right? Called Plane. So we looked at that on episode 238. Right? 200, you go to episode 238, you'll find it on YouTube or the website. We talk about Plane. And actually, I didn't mind Plane. It was an okay action film. You know what I mean? Like, you think you're going to hate it, right? When you think about all the things Butler has done, you may fit this Greenland, hated Greenland, right? Just all those other I just was not a fan, but I didn't mind Plane. But the plot of Plane, well, the beginning of Plane, the whole thing with his daughter is basically the beginning of Kandahar, right? And then we had Guy Ritchie's The Covenant, right? We talked about that on episode 258, right? And The Covenant, I enjoyed that, right? That was about Jake Gyllenhaal getting his interpreter out of the country, right? So Kandahar feels a little bit of a mashup of those two films, but not really as strong as either of them, especially The Covenant. The Covenant was very engaging, and I think one of Guy Ritchie's best films of late, you know? But with Kandahar, you know exactly what's going to happen, right? I've got to get home for my daughter's graduation, take one more mission. I'm not taking it. Okay, I'll take it, right? You just know all of these things are going to happen. You know, right? They're going to run into all of this difficulty getting to where they need to get to. They're going to be betrayed. They're going to be helped. You know exactly where it's going to go. And it's just a little bit lackluster on that journey, right? We get this bit in the desert, which was just like, there's a lot of mood music, which I hate, but there's this bit in the desert where Tom is talking to Mo, and right, but you get the whole you know conversation about, we've come to your country and we're doing this and blah 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 blah, and it was just like, it kind of felt like it's out of the blue, and it's meant to be this commentary on the war and all of that, but it just felt fake, right? And then there's this other bit where it's just like, oh, I have problems talking to my wife and my daughter, but it feels like I can open up to a complete stranger. How weird is that? Firstly, it's not weird, right? You tell a stranger things because you're not going to see them again, right? And it's just like, you don't really give a fuck what they think. So just the notion of opening up to a stranger isn't necessarily weird, but it was just, these conversations just didn't feel real. Didn't feel like the character was saying that. And we get a lot of that throughout. Like, I'm not coming with you. You gotta come with me. Oh, then there's a kind of a thing going on with Mo, which then something happens later in the film, and it's just like, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Right? It just felt, we're painting by numbers, and we're going to try and shoehorn in these emotional beats that just, it doesn't really work, right? In The Covenant, you believe the frustration of Gyllenhaal's character, we believe that because he was helped. And then, the thing that he believed was going to happen didn't happen. And so there's this frustration, this anger, and you buy all of that, right? Because, it's built into what we're watching. In this one, we don't really buy the situations, like Roman's the handler, and we just get these things going on with him. It's just, right, you're meant to be this trained operative, but firstly, you'd think he'd shaved a beard or dyed a beard or do something to his appearance, because they know his cover's been blown, and the picture is him with a beard, a dark beard. Change the beard, change something. Right? They just seemed like, I don't know, man. It just felt like people that were saying are these trained, hardened operatives are just doing some basic shit that makes no sense, right? Trusting people you cannot trust, and not even going, all right, we're gonna go with it, but we know that they're gonna try and fuck with us, right? Not even that. So it's just, I don't know. People, I will say this, right? As I said, it's got traits of Plane, it's got traits of The Covenant. If you liked either of those films, maybe you want to look at it. I think if you really enjoyed Greenland, right, I think you might really enjoy Kandahar. right? If you enjoy, you know, the White House is it the White House has fallen? No, Olympus has fallen, and London as well. If you like those, think you might like Kandahar. You know, Geostorm again, you might like Kandahar. So yeah, those are your barometers for Kandahar, I think, people. But just my thoughts, baby. You do you. But leave a comment. Let us know what you think. Right? How did you find the film? You know? Let us know, people. Let us know.